Okay, so now Trish here up in supine, we're going to move up into the head and neck. So initial contact, I'm going to use the plantar surface of my feet on the top of their shoulders. And I have a slight bend in my knee because the movement that I'm going to create, which is this, alternating compression, comes from me straightening my legs. So if you sit too far away, your push declines drastically. But if you move up comfortably where you can extend, very good. And this is also something I've learned after years of experience, grabbing onto the mat so you don't slide across the floor. So alternating compression, right? And I'm moving medially and out laterally with no particular goal or anything. I'm just making sure that I address every part of the top of the shoulder. But I do notice, though, that when I'm more medial, there's less movement and more direct pressure down. And when I press as far laterally on the acromion shelf, I get a bigger suppression of the shoulder girdle, and the energy that I'm compressing is more dissipated out that way. So direct pressure is more medially placed through the center of the body, and as you wander out laterally, you have dispersing energy that helps open up the shoulder girdle. Ow.
I'm just watching you slowly push it down.
So we're going to do sustained pressure now. So this is just sustained pressure in one. And release and sustained pressure, other one. And on the way down, I notice the tightness in this one. So it's pulling this one up a little bit more, so I'm going to have to keep that a little bit more stable. So nice. Now, the space between the base of the neck and the acromion shelf, there is a lot of loveliness there, just wanting to be compressed. Upper traps, attachment of levator coming up underneath it, superficial trapezius coming. So to address, I'm going to turn my foot out and use my heel to come into that area. Pressure over. You're welcome. So again, so this compression is just loosening, and then as soon as you turn your foot out, your heel then becomes specific. And this is a good example of that premise as far as good solid heel plant and then getting more pressure by bringing the toes up as a trying to muscle through. But it's easy to press through your heel because you're just extend your leg. It's very easy because if you have good contact. So nice, other side is. And then we're just going to support, move a little closer to the mat, come up. And with the shoulders stabilized so it defines the stretch, your hands are on the back of their head and you're going to lift their chin up towards their sternum and hold. And when you feel nice resistance, I hold and then I ask if they like any more. Which we were feeling pretty clearly. Awesome. And then I'm going to come down. And then we're going to laterally flex the head and neck. So I just place one foot so it creates some space. So there's a couple of variations I've shown in the manual. So the easiest one is this, where you're stabilizing and then you're just using the palm of your hand that's already there, pressing into the temporal area, side of the head. Easy. And your arm can just be supported here. Easy. And you can hold that for a while, but not too long. And come back. So that's one, right? Another one is this, where you hook the foot like this. And if you can't see, I'll do both sides. Stabilize here, and then press down here and bring the head and neck back this way with my foot. It's okay, Trish?
That's great.
So my foot is hooked up underneath their occipital ridge. So it's locked in. It's in that manual, I think. And then my other foot is compressing down onto her shoulder to stabilize. Also this. I believe this is in manual too. Okay. More like something you do in a cage match more than a session, but you know it's effective nonetheless.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is.
So this one's not.
No, we just made that one up. So here, check it out. This is for your class and her neck. So and I'm taking my foot and leveraging up on my heel. Right? And I'm just adding just put the pressure on the pit down.
That feels tolerable, right?
Oh, it feels very
comfortable?
good.
Alright.
Oh, Trisha. Open the neck, rolling on the occipital ridge. All the congestion moving through your mind, out the top of the 10,000 lotus petals on the top of your head. Okay, so there's a few variations. Okay, and then this, may I see this for a second? Show it on the video. Did this one, this one, made some things up, and now we're going to do this one. Okay, the last one. So come around here. And this is an easy technique, but some of you might like to do it. And it's that last one, and come so where you can see the back of her neck. That's where the action's happening. So you're going to come up like this, and you're going to place your big toes on either side of the spinous process of cervical vertebra, just like in picture. Right? And then you're just going to lever down.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Big toes on either side of the spinous process, and then you're just pushing back up. You can take it into the shoulder you want, but it's a nice technique.
How's the position for you?
I'm sorry?
How's your position for you?
My arm, thanks for asking, first of all. My arms are supported here.
Okay.
You can see from the side or the back, wherever you're at. And I'm just literally moving my feet down.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.